Woo. A little nerve-wracking. I haven't done a live stream in a while, and I don't know if anything is gonna fit. Hi, Shelby. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, for some reason, oh, look! The chat box is working! I'm so happy! Good. That's all I wanted. That's literally all I wanted. Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy to be here. Hopefully the stream looks good. You can hear me okay. That would be good. I've got, hello V. Thank you for stopping by. I got some stuff today that I think will be really cool. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while. Something that I think would, kind of coagulate with the hiatus that is the Giants cast right now. I want to do something here. I'd love to get feedback. This is kind of just a test stream at this point, of what I plan on doing. So any feedback is much appreciated. I'll wait a little bit to see. You've always had that wrench. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see everybody on a nice little Sunday here, just hanging out and streaming. I don't even think I need these. No, I don't need these because we're not playing any video today. I don't want to play any video today. We don't have to. We can if you want. Actually, screw it. Let's just put it back here. Hello, Soul of the Dragon. Nice to see you. V, I'll get you a Twitch wrench if you would like, depending if we go back to Twitch or not. So, what I have for you guys today is about 5 news stories that I think are significant. And they've only been significant within the past couple days. That's what's crazy to me. And I think you guys know that this news cycle is crazy. And it's very hard to, keep up with things sometimes. So I promise if this is going to become a regular thing for me, that I will get better at, parsing out how much news we see and when we see it from. Because like I said, this is all from basically the past couple days. So I like the idea of doing news that expands throughout weeks, like a weekly roundup, if you will. Like John Oliver's Last Night Tonight. Something like that, except not stupid, obviously. Anyway, the first thing I have for you, I think you may know, we'll take a look here at, I know the Daily Mail, I know. Oh yes, I am still working in news. Apologies, it says question marks. I don't know. What shall I call you? Who is that? Yep, I'm in business news right now, but I still read the Daily Mail every single day. So, here we got, attacked by Antifa, bleeding, they stole my camera, shocking video shows the moment a conservative writer gets punched, kicked, and milkshaked, quote unquote, at a Portland rally. We know Andy Go. Hello, Ayak. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. We know Andy Go, who is a, I want to say conservative journalist, independent journalist in Portland. He's been covering protests for a very long time. He's been doing this for a long time, and things kind of came to a head yesterday during a Proud Boys versus Antifa rally in Portland. Truthfully, I didn't see any Proud Boys going on. Very cute. I didn't see any Proud Boys even at this protest. It was basically all Antifa versus Andy. Andy is also an editor at the publication Quillette, which is, I think, more right-leaning than anything. I'm not going to play the video. I think you guys have seen the video. It's pretty harrowing. The fact is, Andy was attacked by these people. The video never actually started, like, prior to him, and I think maybe I would have to go through his live stream. He did some live streaming there. There's a link in the description There's a link in the description should you be so kind as to throw that towards me. So what's strange about this story is he started live streaming and then suddenly was attacked, and you can see here in these photos this was him moments after his GoPro was stolen. There's milkshakes, quote unquote, in his hair, which we have found out later from police was actually a mixture of cement, quick dry cement, which is assault. This is assault. This is just straight up assault. Like, we can call that this, right? Oh, I didn't? Oh. I thought I did. I'm sorry. Either way. Sorry, I don't, like, it's, we'll do it later. We'll do it later. I'm sorry. Either way. Let me just get my stride going a little bit. So the police later said that, this was quick dry cement, and you can see here on his backpack, this does not look like a milkshake. This looks like straight up, cement, whiteout. It looks like whiteout right there. And then, so at least 3 demonstrators from Antifa, the collective term for militant progressive protest movement who opposed the far right, they were arrested. I think something like 9 people were eventually arrested as well. Excuse me. And yes, it could have blinded him. And you can see here, he took a trip to the ER because he had bleeding on the brain because of what happened. You can see here the cuts on his face. His earlobe was cut. This was a horrendous attack on an independent journalist. So far, woo, it scared me. What was that? Sorry. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Oh, I can't read that so far away. I'm sorry. I'm so not used to Streamlabs. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment, but thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Okay. Wow, it's been a while since I've live streamed, has it not? Whew. So, you can see here, his earlobe was ripped, he was scratched up, his eye was bleeding, and he had a brain hemorrhaging after this. I need you guys to just look at this picture. These are supposedly peaceful protesters. Why are they dressed like riot cops? That doesn't make sense to me. If you want to protest peacefully, how is this a peaceful protest? You're obviously geared up for something, or else you wouldn't feel the need to protect yourself in this manner. I saw that Andy and a couple other journalists there were wearing protective goggles, which, when you have protesters who are this level of malicious in their virtuousness against the Nazis that literally exist all over the world, apparently. There's thousands of millions of them. They got to suit up like this. I mean, just look at these pictures. Does this look like people who want to peacefully protest to you? I don't think so. I don't see it at all. Not even a little bit. And it's disturbing and disgusting that there are people out there who are apologizing for this. They are saying that Antifa is somehow justified in assaulting the press. I am at a point where I don't want to be angry at Twitter all the time. I feel like that's not the best way to go about your ways, because why should I get upset at things I have absolutely no control over? What I'll never understand is anybody who can't just objectively look at a situation like this. And objectively, when you watch, let's see, maybe we can watch here. Let's take a look. Can you hear it? Hello Ryan, nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I guess these are the... These are the Proud Boys? I don't know. What are tankies? What are tankies? I don't even know. But see, obviously there are people who are able to get coverage there. But just because people have a problem with one journalist, does that give them the right to attack them? No. Yeah, it's kind of low. I'm sorry. I'll crank it up. Oh. Go home, tankies, go home. But look, they're more geared up than the police. Truthfully, isn't that weird? That's weird. Oh, girl. That's a Portland Trump supporter right there. They're a different breed. Manhattan Trump supporters are something else. Hello, Francisco. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around why the police don't do anything. Why they allowed this to happen. I just think about what would have happened if any kind of violence like this had broken out in New York City. The cops would have jumped on that in a moment, and I don't understand why the police have received information that some of the milkshakes thrown today during the demonstration contained a quick drying cement. I mean, this is crazy to me. It's crazy. And like I said, you have people out there who are apologizing for this instead of being able to objectively call out that there is absolutely no reason other than people whose ideologies are so warped in one direction that they think that it's okay to attack the free press. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Well, because the people's argument that they're saying are, well, Andy knows that Antifa doesn't like him. He asked for it. You know, he put himself in this position. Well, that argument, yeah, it makes sense. I can see it. I can see why someone would say that, because knowing that you're going to be there as an entity that people don't like, yeah, of course you're going to get attention put onto you. But Andy, from my understanding, wants to show what's going on, to give an honest look at things that are going on in Portland. That, like, every week it seems like there's a protest out in Portland over there, and what are they protesting? Fascists? Fascists. They don't want fascists there, so they're gonna be the fascists themselves and bash the fascists. It's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. I don't see anybody. I have yet to see one person be able to successfully convince me that what is going on with Antifa is appropriate. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Hello, Madison. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I don't see how. Maybe I have too much, maybe I just think too much of people, and I think that when you look at something of this manner and this magnitude of just warpedness, it's just warped. It's just flipped on its head. How he could sit there and tell me that no, these guys are on the right side of history, just throwing quick dry cement on people, just trying to cover something, or that somehow he deserved it. It's mind-boggling. It's disheartening, and it's a terrible thing. And I hope that Andy's okay. I hope that I'm shocked, not that shocked, but I'm relatively shocked that today on reliable sources, Brian Stelter, I can't even say his name. I keep calling him Brian Stelter. CNN's reliable sources called this out. Called it for what it is. It's an attack on journalism. It's an attack on the free press. How it could be anything else, I don't know. I have yet to see a single successful argument that didn't devolve into name-calling and snark And, you know, those people who just live and huff their own toots because they think that they're justified against fascism. Nazis. Calling everybody Nazis. That just does the trick. Don't worry about it. Crazy, right? What do you guys think? I know I've been reading the chat. I mean, it's and I maintain that this is a fringe kind of people. This is not the representative of everything, all things left. I fully believe that that's not the case here. I'll never believe that. I believe that there's more Democrats and left-leaning people out there who are sick of this crap. And, you know, they are speaking up, and maybe they're not speaking up as wide a margin as they could be, maybe, or it gets buried. I don't know, but, you know, it's fascinating watching people turn into everything that they hate, you know, and especially when you're so outspoken about it. So, okay. We're going to move on to the next story of the day, and that is this that happened overnight. Trump taking a historic walk from the DMZ into North Korean territory as he meets Kim Jong-un, who hails him as, quote, courageous, and the president invites the dictator to visit the U.S. and announces the resumption of concrete negotiations. Hello, Zach. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Very much appreciated all you guys are here on a nice little Sunday. If you wouldn't mind sharing my stream, that would be awesome. So, this that happened. I stayed up very late last night because I'm sort of a loner, you know. Oh, Fulton, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Kind of a loner as is, so I kind of stay in on my Saturday nights and just kind of. I was on Twitter a lot yesterday, and there's this idea of me wanting to be a creator in a way versus a consumer. So right now I'm kind of consuming news, but hopefully being able to take it and create it in some way. Hence this stream. So when I saw that President Trump kind of during the G20 summit in Osaka, Japan, he kind of just swung by NoKo to, I don't know, try to pave the path towards peace on the Korean Peninsula. It's crazy. It's unprecedented, and that's kind of been the word of Trump's presidency. I know that people don't agree with me on Trump. I know that there are people here who don't like the president, who are not fans of the president. You guys know I voted for him, and as it stands right now, I'll probably be voting for him again. So, but I think that there are pretty interesting things going on that have a lot of different threads that can be pulled, and this is one of them. It's fascinating to me. I as soon as Trump announced with the he had a joint press conference with South Korea's President Moon about it, and was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go hang out at the DMZ. Like, this is something that it's the most heavily guarded place literally in the entire world, and he just waltzed right across the line and just said, hey Kim, what's going on? It makes me laugh so much. It makes me laugh that people, like, there's a lot of arguments that are being attached to anything related to North Korea, and I totally understand that. I understand why that happens, but I think it's okay to kind of parse it out in between and kind of just take things at face value. So the story goes, you know, President visited the DMZ, shook hands with the dictator Kim Jong-un, Chairman Kim. Trump repeatedly touted a potential meeting starting Saturday. He stoked the drama, saying nothing was, quote, final until hours before it occurred, which I just love it. I just love it. They suggested a meeting bringing Kim to the U.S., which is something that Dennis Rodman has been advocating for years. It's just amazing. There's a lot of lingering awfulness with North Korea. I saw today that Otto Warmbier was trending, and Otto Warmbier is the the student who was jailed over in North Korea before he was brought back. He was brought back in a coma and later passed away. There's still really, I don't think that there's still any understanding of what exactly happened to him, and please correct me if I'm wrong. But there is something to be said about a sitting U.S. president who makes this effort to do something instead of just demonizing, like looking for avenues in order to find a common ground in a way. I find it fascinating. I mean, this is just these are crazy pictures coming from, these news outlets. Let's watch a little bit here. I agree. The Hillary, none of them could have ever done this. None of the current 2020 candidates could be doing this. Maybe Tulsi Gabbard in 2024. I know, it did kind of look like they were holding hands, didn't it? I thought they were, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're just... I mean, this is unprecedented. This is unprecedented to me. I agree, Ryan. We do have to be able to meet with our enemies. And to say the things that people say, like, how dare he meet with Putin? Like, every fucking U.S. president has met with Putin. All of them have. What are you going to do, not talk to the guy? Russians think we're dumb. This is what they do. They think we're stupid. They think Americans are stupid. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I've never expected to meet you at this place.
Like, it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal time. Now, the big... Let's just hold it on this one, because this is just weird. Like, let's just... Trump butt and walking Kim. I think I think there is a lot that you could still talk about with North Korea. I mean, they have committed atrocities in the past. I don't know if it's still going on. I wouldn't be shocked if they were. I would like to ask you guys, what's the line that you have? Hello, Heart Piece. Nice to see you. What's the line you guys have with forgiving and forgetting? Because I think it's very, very important to learn to forgive, but also never forget, because you have to be able to you have to be able to see where things are going off the rails and excuse me, and prevent them from happening ever again. Right? So I say don't forgive, Kim for what has happened in the past. Or rather, I'm sorry, forgive, learn to forgive, but not forget. And it just is fascinating to me that now the left is the ones bringing up Otto Warmbier. It's so weird to me how the right and the left, they ping pong back and forth, and they do this defending and attacking, and it just seems to switch over and over again. I do remember that, Francisco, when during the Olympics, when North Korea was celebrated in certain ways, it's like we can't just pick a lane, because there is really no one lane when it comes to this stuff. It's like there's so many different avenues to take. There's so many different takes one can have about it. And I agree. I don't think it's forgivable. But I also think that we have to kind of take things as they are in the moment. This is a pretty incredible thing. Like, and I was thinking about this last night. Rolling out the red carpet, setting up meetings like this, it doesn't just happen. There's so much that goes into it. And you see the North Korean flag next to the American flag, and you see two world leaders coming together. These are good things. Hi, Targus. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know where I'm having trouble with the line, because I like to see everything all the time. I like to see every possible solution laid out in front of me before I make my decision. Sorry. But yeah, I think the fact that this happened is amazing. And I want to see what else happens. I do. I mean, I want to see, like, well, because I work at a business network, my focus is more on what happened at the G20 with China, which is, oh my gosh, thank you, Ayek, $5 donation. let me stop reading super chats. Thank you, Ayek. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I didn't see what it said. It said, Sadie, pretty lady, here's your Streamlabs so I can pay thee. I hope there's live streams on the daily. Here's my number, call me maybe. Thank you, Ayek, I appreciate it. You're very sweet. And Targus, I hope you are having a lovely day as well. So the next story I actually have is about China, the China situation. I found it fascinating that a lot of people at the Democratic debate said that China is our biggest global threat. Interesting. Except then de Blasio, who was like, no, the biggest threat is Russia, because they're in our election. If Russia did interfere with our election again, it would be only because they think it's funny. They just want to make fun of us because they think we're stupid. What is this? Oh, this is, okay. This story is a little weird to me. This says, people watch a TV screen showing an image of senior North Korean official Kim Young-chul. Oh, Kim Young-chul in a musical performance by the wives of Korean People's Army officers in North Korea during a news program. So there was talk that his top negotiator was killed. But apparently he was not. I don't know. Excuse me. Yang did say Russia. Yeah, I like Andrew Yang. I do. I like Andrew Yang. My top two people right now, and I know I said Klobuchar and Delaney, but that after a rewatch, it turned out to be not true. I like Tulsi Gabbard and I like Andrew Yang. I don't think that they will get the nomination, but I like them. I want to hear more from them. That's basically it. I want to hear more from people. That's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything other than listen. I love listening to people. I really do. So, pretty incredible that this happened, you know. Like, when Trump speaks, he speaks very, like, muted. You know, it was a good meeting. Yeah, things are good. Everything, you know. He speaks kind of very surface level, and lets the actions speak for him. And I find that very admirable. I find this administration incredibly transparent, and I very much appreciate that. Ever gonna do UK news? You guys got to give me UK news to do. I think you know, I'm open to covering all sorts of news. Then again, this is just a test stream to see how things are going, and I like the format of it so far. How's keto? It's not going. I'm doing intermittent fasting now. I'm just eating like a pig, but only for 8 hours a day. I have embraced my curves. That's how it is. I don't mind at all. Oh my gosh, Mike Pompeo looks really weird next to Ivana. He's like touching her. Oh dear. So, okay, that's all right. So this is interesting. This has always been very fascinating to me, and I just hope that thank you guys. You're also very nice. I just hope more cool things happen. I just see a very strong president, and it makes me feel proud. It does, and I can't apologize for that anymore. I feel proud that this guy's the president, with all his kookiness that comes along with it. I'm really glad that this guy's the president. If anything, he makes things very, very amusing. And there we go, just for good measure, Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong-un, and from 2013. Love it. Loves it. Okay. Next story, please. This is a Wall Street Journal article. I love the Wall Street Journal. You guys, may I recommend investing and getting onto the Wall Street Journal? fantastic news source for real. Trump allows U.S. sales to Huawei as trade talks resume. This is very important to me. This is fascinating that this all went down. So apparently, Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping have agreed to a ceasefire on trade. Now, we are telling the entirety of the news is telling us that this China trade war is the absolute worst thing that could have ever happened to anybody. It's no, I mean, I don't trust Huawei either, but I think that this is a big step in trade talks. You know, you had plenty of U.S. companies trying to kind of circumnavigate the Huawei ban, when now it's kind of like, hey, if you want it, let's give it a try. And so the U.S. has agreed to put off additional tariffs on Chinese goods, and China will start buying large amounts of American farm products, which is another big thing. And I totally understand the mindset that some people have, is like when Trump releases information, they just don't trust it automatically. They don't trust the thing he says because they have no reason to trust him. They have no desire to trust him, and they have nothing. They don't want to trust his word at all. So the way that President Trump described it yesterday during his bilat almost with President Moon was that China devalued its currency itself when there was all speculation that the U.S. was going to devalue it, I believe. But China has devalued its currency, meaning that their inflation goes down, I believe. I feel dumb because I've been at a business network for almost 2 years now, and I still don't understand how it all works. Like, I'll understand it if it, like, is being said to me, but for me to relay it back to you, I have a little trouble. So, I think that there has to be a lot of close eyes on China, especially we don't want them stealing our intellectual property, and don't want them to open up back doors in their equipment in order to gain our secure information. I would love to have a discussion with you guys on big tech regulations as well, because there is that's a really difficult conversation to have, I think, you know, because I'm not one to, you know, cut in half avenues of free speech, but I think that these tech companies have too much power and something needs to be done. So we got to do something, guys, you know. No, but there's things going on there, and it's interesting. This you know, when it comes to anything that this administration does, it's not that I necessarily, like, trust implicitly everything that's going on. I don't trust easily. Excuse me, but I put kind of enough trust into the thought that there's a method to the madness. Excuse me, now I have the hiccups really bad. I agree. These tech companies are not the arbiter of what is newsworthy and what is, those are the things that I'm not understanding, you know. I mean, I got rid of Facebook a while ago, and I have never been happier. It's been almost a year since I've been off of Facebook, so it's been great. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have too much else to say about this. I don't know how deep into the Huawei bubble you guys have gone. I agree. I think that Warren's call for breaking up big tech ain't a bad call to have, truthfully. I think that's good stuff there. All right, let's turn to 2020 stuff. the AP article says O'Rourke to visit Mexico, meet turned away U.S. asylum seekers. Now, why is he so sweaty? He's so sweaty. So, this is odd to me, because it feels kind of like, not saying that Beto hasn't done anything and met with anyone, but you're trying to court, people who can vote legally in this country. So what's going on? I don't understand. I always thought there was something really off about Beto, and that kind of just got nuked into high gear after the debate. So it feels like he's trying to right now save face. But if you want to save face, why are you going to Mexico? I don't know. It's pheromones. Oh my God, that's too funny. There's really just something to be said about this big push at the border right now, where we've been told for months that there is no crisis, yet now there's a crisis. It was a manufactured crisis. Now it's an actual crisis. I mean, there's been an unprecedented amount of people crossing the border. I don't want to come off insensitive right here, but the way that I'm going to say this is the only way I know how, I guess. I feel like that there are people who legitimately want to come here in hopes for a better life. I do believe that. I don't believe that every single person crossing the border illegally is doing so for malicious reasons. I believe that there are some, maybe more than I want to think, but there's a lot of really bad people trying to get into this country. But then again, there are those who I think really just want to have a better life for themselves. But the avenue, and that's been the word of the day, has it not? The avenue on which they get here is the reason that they're not staying. You can't just come here and that's it, And these concentration camps that we're told are at the border, how do you get there? How do you think that putting a roof over someone's head until they are able to go or figure it out, how is it a death camp? How? I mean, it's very sad. It's very sad. It's very sad that rhetoric like that wins out, that it's okay to say things like that. I believe we need a border. We need a vetting system in order to decide who can be here and who cannot. I don't want bad people in this country. I don't want people who don't have the country's best interest to be here. If you hate this country, why would you stay, Oh, I'm sure it's getting excessive. I'm sure that there are people taking the power that they have and taking it, to an extreme. I also, it's a mess. It's really, it's a mess. It's just a mess. And I don't know. I don't even know what the common ground is between Democrats and Republicans on this. What is their common ground? What is something that they both believe in? What do both sides believe in? It seems so polarized on either side that there's just no hope for the border right now. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a ton of military activity. And I mean, I hope that whatever is going on is the right thing that's going on. Either way, I think Beto going and talking to people, I mean, maybe talking to people who are turned away at the border, you can get insight, but, you know, this dude's trying to run for president. Where's the compromise? Where do you think where do you guys think the compromise will be? I mean, there was just a $4.6 billion humanitarian aid bipartisan bill. It was like 88-4 passed in the Senate. So that's good news, right? But still not good enough. That's the thing. There's things that happen, but it's never good enough for a certain sect of people. It's never good enough. It's never correct enough. It had to be this way. Otherwise. When it comes to DACA, the thing that I've always thought about DACA was that, again, it kind of is like a vetting like scenario. Like, I'm fine with people staying here who love the country, who don't know any other home, and who want to make America great again, who want to be here and stay here. I don't see a reason why you can't put people through like a process, another vetting process of like, okay, then you can stay. And I thought that I swear that there was something, not the Supreme Court hearing on DACA. There was another story about DACA where it was going to be streamlined, and I can't remember it. And I know I saw it. But I guess I must have missed it. It's okay. Because I know that there's Republicans out there and conservatives who say absolutely no DACA, nothing, you know, not at all. So, I don't know. There's, you know, and I said this the other day during the Democratic debate that I really wish I had paid more attention in the Obama administration. Because that guy really did a number on this country. And I just kind of didn't care enough to speak back about it because I just hated my job at the time. So, and that wasn't Fox and Friends time. That was a different time. Anyway, I have one more for you guys. You might have seen it on my Twitter. Buff Bernie Sanders to star in comic book. Talk Bernie to me. This was a thing that someone decided was a good thing to do because it's just a thing. Tell me right now. I gotta hang on a second. Tell me right now that this doesn't look like this. It looks exactly like this. Oh crap! No, oh god! It looks like this. Right? He looks like the Krang guy. Wait, oh, it's messed up. Hang on. You can, I'm sorry, I fucked this up. It's Krang. It's Krang. Well, it's Krang. That's Krang. Right there. Right? I think so. Anyway. This is the thing. I will get to Brexit in a second. Yeah, talk Bernie to me it sounds really... Oh, guys, don't worry. Bonus AOC inside. Yeah, Bernie Sanders special and AOC surprise. This to me is like people using their artistic skills for cringe content. I don't... Ew. And yes, Bernie is really Twitch streaming now, too. It's like you're trying to be on the pulse of things that no one asked for. I don't know what a Bernie comic book is gonna do. A comic book is not gonna make me want to vote for these people. It doesn't. I just think it's another excuse to just worship political figures. I don't like this political to be a career politician because your feelings are gonna switch over time. They're gonna change. They're gonna reform and mutate in their own way, and you're gonna be on record as voting against one way or another. I think it's. I mean, yeah, of course it's attention, but there are these people out there who exist on the Twitter sphere who think that politician is like the be all end all. Like, because someone got voted into that office, it means that they own something more above you. Yeah, I know it did get my attention. Oh my god, if Bernie played Amnesia or Papers, Please, that's pretty funny. And this just, I mean, like, this is just me laughing at cringe stuff, you know. Ew, what is this? Okay, so this is going on sale. Talk Birdie to Me, on sale July 3rd for $5.98 a piece. It's, quote, an anthology of stories about and inspired by presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders and the movement he has inspired. It also features a handsy Joe Biden sniffing Senator Kamala Harris's hair, eliciting a bloody headbutt from her. So that's a thing that it is, you know. It's fascinating that feels like the left is eating each other more than the right is right now, and the right has to be careful because if the longer the right points and laughs at the left tripping over themselves, the quicker they could crash and burn just as easily. So reach out to the millennials. So just some quick thoughts on Brexit right now, if you'd like. Brexit, I don't understand British politics, and I kind of wish that Parliament was. I kind of wish that American politics took a little page out of Parliament in its own way, because it's funny to me that people kind of voice their anguish right away as people are talking. That's funny to me, and I want to be able to do that more. There's some interesting decorum going on there. I don't understand how the people can vote for something and you guys are like, or your politicians are like, no, but I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's very odd, and I hope that there's a way that British politicians can come to a conclusion where what the people voted for, which is to get out of the EU's grasp of the UK, to do that. I don't know. A lot of what comes up about Brexit is that, oh, whoever voted for it is obviously a racist. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh. So I don't know. I think we've covered Brexit a lot, but it's been very surface level. And it's kind of fun that each region of the world covers each other in their own way. Yeah, I don't understand multiple referendums. I don't understand why you can't just come to the conclusion instead of just snarking at one another. British people, I love British people, I really do. But British people are very, very good at, like, backhanded compliments, I think. And enough of that. Let's get down to business, you know. I don't know. I've always kind of, I don't know. It's interesting going on. So, I don't know, guys. But that was kind of all I wanted to go over today. I had the 5 stories, and we talked about them, and that's kind of the route I want to take. But again, I want to be able to, you know, do it on a much, come back to you guys with things that back up my feelings, I guess, you know, and have more of a structure to it. But I think that this was fun. This was something I like to do more often. he became prime minister. Boris Johnson is that official? I don't know. Ever since before Theresa May officially resigned, we were covering Brexit news pretty closely. Now we're kind of stepping away from it, only because there's so much going on business wise in the U.S. and globally. So, excuse me. So, I don't know. I don't really know Boris Johnson that well. I'd have to look into it more. So if I can pick your guys' brains for a second, we got about like 10 minutes to go here. Is 5 stories too much? Not enough? What do you think? And I was thinking like what I can use for the thumbnail too. I don't really know what to do there. But I think I want to do this more. I really want to do this more. And maybe this can become like, remember a while ago when I put the Giants cast on hold, I wanted to come back with like a live format. Like this is kind of what I'm talking about. Doing this, and thankfully Streamlabs is cooperating with me right now. But yeah, I don't know what to use for the thumbnail. Like I don't know how to not market, because I kind of am okay with my format and what I do and how I do it. It's just you got to know people who can help you get the word out, I guess. Will we be Gerging again soon? I don't know. Gerg is really scary these days. I don't know if I want to draw that attention to him. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do. Maybe like a lonely Saturday night, we can all just sit here and chill and like read stuff. Yeah, I know I can Photoshop. I just don't have Photoshop on here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I love the idea of doing debate streams and election streams and newsy streams, things like that. It's all just yeah, comic Bernie. Talk Bernie to me. Let's bring him back up here. I mean, you guys are coming up with some good ideas. There's a lot of things I could do, and that's really good, and I want to be able to do that, and I don't know. There's lots and lots of things I could do, and I just like putting it out there. I did? Oh, I must. Oops, accident. Oh my god, I am very sweaty. I am so sorry. Oh goodness. Sorry, it's very hot. I'm totally fine with doing more debate live streams, and I gotta just do more streams in general. Like I need to treat, like, content creators, like you need to treat this like as work. It's work in its own way, and it's a job in its own way. So I don't know if you guys know this though. I will be going to VidCon in 2 weeks. I'm gonna stream. I think I should stream that on my old channel, which I actually changed back to Gineriella. I changed the name of that back to Gineriella. So that will be fun. I'm actually gonna go with my friend Kate Hyde from Twitter. Her and I are taking a couple days and go to VidCon. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're just gonna walk around and live stream for a little bit and just mill around, and so that's gonna be, I think it's a really good idea to do that on my old channel, the old school VidCon, and just kind of walk around, and the thing in Pittman, what does that mean? Definitely gonna go to Politicon again this year, which was a lot of fun as well. And then that will be on this channel, I think. Like, this channel is more for, like, the politics and stuff, and, like, I want the other channel to be for fun, which is where the Gerg streams go, and, like, the reading streams, and VidCon, and things like that. So, it'll be good. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I decided to change it, but I was like, no, this channel is so old school. I gotta make it I gotta bring it back to its former glory. Amnesia Part 2. Oh my gosh. Oh, that Mines IRL. Isn't that in Jersey? I'm pretty sure it's in Jersey. There's water just dripping down my lip. Let's see. Mines. Oops. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look here. Mines IRL. Is it this? Engage in something real. Oh my god. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is in Jersey. Where is Pittman, New Jersey? August 31st, 2019. Pittman, New Jersey. Let's see. Pittman. Where the fuck is Pittman? I don't even hear of it. It's in Gloucester County. You guys, Gloucester County does not even exist to me. Yeah, look, it's like all the way by Philadelphia. Philadelphia. I mean, why not? It's only Jersey. I'm like right here, and it's like all the way over there. Why not? I can go hang out with my parents, and then I can hang out with my parents and take my mom's car. Yeah, why not? That might be fun. It's only well, how much are tickets? I mean, I don't care. I'm rich, so let's see. Let's see here. $75 to $150. Well, it's fine because I don't have to giant stepped auto. I don't have to. Oh, this is like a lot of like Lauren Chen, aka Roaming Millennial. Is it one day? Yeah, it's one day. Yeah, we should do this. What do you think? Lauren Chen is going. Roaming Millennial with her shoulders are going. Karen Strawn. I'm just gonna point out who I know who these are. I know who that is. What role should corporate America play in activism? What? I'm not putting in any. Sorry. Rucka Ali. I know who that is. Shoe on head. How to admit when you're wrong. Really? I go to New Jersey all the time. My parents still live there, so you know. A porn convention. Ooh, that might not actually be a bad idea. Okay, but I don't get it. Oh. 150 and then the after party. I'm not going to no after party. Sorry. I'm way too cool for an after party. Oh wait, Carl Benjamin? Really? Oh, Sargon's gonna be there? Okay, we gotta go, y'all. We gotta go. We'll go. We should go. We should go. That'll be fun. I'm not going to a furry convention unless someone goes with me. Because I don't want to get furred. Yeah, that'll be fun. This will be fun. I'll make sure to, it's on a Saturday, too. That's even better. Yeah, I can go home, like, Friday night, stay with stay with my parents. I think that would be good. How about that? Oh. What do you think? I think that would be a good idea. Thanks for the idea. Come here. Oh, come here. Everybody wants to see you. It's been so long. Ew, no. Okay, I'm not down to Yip. Oh, she's so big. It's the biggest cat in the world. But yeah, she was just milling around, so I wanted her to, say hi, because she's so pretty. She's so nice. She's just so nice. I know, she's so big right now. Oh my god. Oh. She's the biggest cat in the world. Because I keep giving her treats. But she doesn't need treats. Because she's so big. But she's huge. She's a very, very big lady. But she's in good spirits. She's healthy. She's a healthy girl. She's a healthy lady. She's just curvy. Everybody in this house is curvy. And it's so cute. I'm just so glad that you guys like her so much. You don't think she's obese. Well, maybe she's a little obese. But she's good. She's chubby. She's not worrisome fat, I don't think. I hope not. I don't know. I gotta get the vet in here. Right? Come here. You're not the biggest. You're the biggest cat in the world. She's a big girl. But she's lovely. She's a nice girl. Right? Oh, okay, guys. Well, I'm glad you got to see Sadie, as fat as she is. So, I thank you guys for joining me today. This was fun. Let's do this more. Let's do this more often. What do you think? You down with that? I'm down with that. I'll make sure to look more presentable next time. My eyes have been kind of messed up lately, so I haven't been wearing makeup the past week. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me and just talking about the world and what's going on. And we'll do more streams. We should definitely do more streams. It seems the time. Tomorrow is July, guys. That means we are more than halfway. Yeah, we're about halfway through 2019. That's crazy. That is crazy. The Sunday paper with Giants. What do you think? Yeah, you keep pestering me about the readings so I can just do one. I know people like them. And more Sadie. She's so nice. She's so pretty. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Thank you again for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Bye.